Learning English can feel confusing. There are so many ideas, so many tips, so many opinions. Some people say, study grammar. Others say, speak right away. And others say, just listen. But when you try to follow everything, you feel tired. You feel lost. And you start to think, am I doing this right? The truth is, learning English doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to do everything. You just need to do a few things, again and again. That's what this episode is about. Today, I'll share 10 simple rules that can help you learn English faster. They are not magic. They are not difficult, but they work if you use them every day. These rules are not only about study. They are about habits, about how to listen, how to think, and how to make English part of your life. You don't need to follow all of them at the same time. Start with one, then add another. One small step at a time. Because English is not a race. It's a journey. And these rules can help you walk that journey calmly and with confidence. Let's begin. Rule 1. Listen every day. If there is one habit that can truly change your English, it is this. Listen every day. Listening is the beginning of everything. Before you speak, you must listen. Before you understand, you must listen. Before you feel confident, yes, you must listen. Your brain learns a language by sound, not by force, not by memorizing rules, but by hearing the same sounds again and again until they become familiar. That's why listening every day is so important. It gives your brain the rhythm of English. It gives your ears the shape of the words. And slowly, it gives your mind the meaning. You don't need to listen for hours. Even 5 minutes is enough. What matters is not time. What matters is consistency. Every day, a little more. One step at a time. You can listen while walking, while eating, while relaxing before bed. You don't need to sit and study. You just need to be present with the sound. In the beginning, you may not understand much. That's okay. Don't stop. Your brain is working in silence. It's learning, even when you don't see it. And one day, a word will sound familiar, then a phrase, then a sentence. And you'll realize your ears have been learning all along. This is why daily listening works. It's gentle, it's quiet, but it's powerful. Make it part of your life, not a task, not homework, just something you do, like brushing your teeth, like drinking water, like saying hello. The more often you listen, the faster you'll grow. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait to feel ready. Just press play today, tomorrow, every day. Your ears will thank you, and your English will grow, one sound at a time. Rule 2. Learn with things you enjoy. Learning English doesn't have to feel boring. It doesn't have to feel like school, and it shouldn't feel like a chore. In fact, if you want to learn faster, you need to enjoy the process. Many people think they have to study with serious books. They think they must use difficult exercises or memorize long lists. But if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you will stop. That's why this rule is simple. Learn with things you enjoy. If you like music, listen to music in English. If you like stories, listen to short stories in English. If you like quiet voices, find podcasts that speak slowly and softly. If you like learning with visuals, watch videos with subtitles. You choose, you decide, you enjoy. Because when you enjoy what you hear, your brain opens up. Your ears pay more attention. You feel more curious, and you remember more without trying so hard. Also, when you enjoy the content, you want to come back again and again. And that's how real progress happens. It's better to listen to something simple and enjoyable 10 times than something difficult one time and never again. Enjoyment creates habit, and habit creates progress. So don't feel bad for choosing easy things. Don't feel guilty for watching the same video many times. If it makes you feel something, calm, happy, interested, then it's helping you. English is a language, but it's also emotion, connection, and rhythm. You will learn more when your heart is open, not just your mind. So choose content that makes you smile, that makes you curious, that makes you want to press play again tomorrow. Enjoying English is not extra, it's essential. Rule 3. Repeat what you hear. Sometimes we think learning is about learning something new every day. A new word, a new phrase, a new video. But your brain doesn't work like that. To really learn something, your brain needs to hear it again, and again, and again. That's why this rule is so important. Repeat what you hear. Don't listen to something only once. If you liked a podcast episode, listen again tomorrow. If a sentence sounds beautiful or useful, listen to it again. Even say it out loud. Repeat it with your voice. Let your mouth feel it. Let your memory hold it. Repetition is not boring. Repetition is powerful. Think about music. Sometimes you listen to a song many times without getting tired. And one day you realize you remember the words. You can say them without thinking. That's what repetition does. It makes English automatic. It moves knowledge from your ears into your brain and into your mouth. It also builds confidence. When you repeat something, it feels easier. It feels more natural. And you feel more ready to use it in real life. So here's a simple idea. Choose one short video or podcast, something you like, something that feels good, and listen to it 5 times this week. Don't try to understand everything the first time. Just let the sound become familiar. Let your brain get used to the rhythm and the words. Each time you listen, you'll hear something new. You'll understand a little more, and that's how you grow. Slowly, softly, and with repetition. Learning is not about speed. It's about what stays with you. And what stays is what you repeat. So don't be afraid to go back. Go back to that same sentence, that same sound, that same idea. Repeat what you hear. And watch how your English begins to live inside you. Rule 4. Don't try to be perfect. One of the biggest problems in learning English is this. Many people try to be perfect. They're afraid of mistakes. They're afraid of speaking wrong. They're afraid of not understanding everything. But here is the truth. You don't need to be perfect. In fact, perfection is not your goal. Progress is. Trying to be perfect will only make you feel nervous. You will think too much. You will feel afraid. And when you feel afraid, you stop learning. Mistakes are part of learning. They are not the problem. They are the process. When a child learns to walk, they fall many times. But they don't stop. They try again. And step by step, they learn. You must do the same with English. You will forget words. You will say things wrong. You will not understand everything. That's okay. That's normal. That means you are learning. Every mistake shows you something. Every mistake brings you closer to understanding. If you wait to speak perfect English, you will never speak at all. But if you accept your mistakes, you will grow faster than you think. So be kind to yourself. Say, I made a mistake, but I'm learning. Say, I didn't understand, but I'm still listening. Say, I'm not perfect, but I'm moving forward. Perfection is not real. Consistency is real. Practice is real. Courage is real. English is not a test. It's not about getting 100%. It's about connection, about communication, about progress one word at a time. So let go of the fear, let go of perfection. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep trying. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to learn, and you're doing that right now. Rule 5. Use English in your daily life. Many people think learning English only happens in class, or while reading, or while watching a video. But the truth is, you can learn English all day if you bring it into your life. This rule is simple. Use English in your daily routine. You don't need to speak to someone. You don't need to travel. You just need to make English part of your day. For example, when you wake up, say a few words in English. Good morning. How are you today? What time is it? When you look at your things, your phone, your cup, your notebook, try to think of the word in English. If you don't know it, look it up. Then say it to yourself. You can also talk to yourself in English. Yes, really. You can describe what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making coffee. I'm going to work. You're not doing a test. You're practicing. You're creating a habit. The more you use English, the more natural it becomes. It starts to live in your thoughts, in your words, in your daily actions. It's not about studying harder. It's about bringing the language closer to you. Some people change the language on their phone to English. Others write shopping lists in English. Some people even think or dream in English. All of these are good, because learning happens in small moments, in habits, in simple daily choices. So don't wait for the right time to use English. Use it now. Use it in small ways. Use it every day. You don't need a classroom. You just need your life. And a little English inside it. Rule 6. Focus on understanding, not translating. When you hear English, what is the first thing your brain wants to do? It wants to translate. It wants to take the English and turn it into your language so you can understand. That sounds logical. But here's the truth. Translating everything slows you down. Your brain works harder. You feel tired faster. And sometimes, the translation is not even correct. That's why this rule is important. Don't try to translate, try to understand. But how? How do you understand without translating? The answer is slowly, gently, with time. You start by listening to English as it is, not trying to change it into your own language, just letting it enter your ears. At first, it's difficult. You don't understand much. But your brain is listening. Your brain is learning patterns. It starts to notice, this word always comes here. This phrase sounds happy. This sound feels like a question. That's real learning, not from translation, but from connection. Also, some English words don't have a perfect translation. If you always look for the same word in your language, you miss the feeling. You miss the emotion. You miss the meaning and context. Understanding is deeper than translation. It's like music. You don't need to translate music to feel it. You just feel it. Do the same with English. Listen. Feel the rhythm. Catch the emotion. And trust your brain to connect the pieces. You don't have to understand every word. You just have to keep listening. With peace. With patience. And with time, you will stop translating and start understanding. That's when English becomes part of you. Rule 7. Listen to music in English. Sometimes the best way to learn English is also the most enjoyable. You don't need a classroom. You don't need a notebook. You just need a song. Listening to music in English is one of the most powerful ways to learn. Why? Because it doesn't feel like studying. It feels like feeling. Music is full of rhythm, it's full of emotion, it's full of repetition. And all of these things help your brain remember. When you listen to music, you hear the same words and phrases many times. And because the melody repeats, your brain learns without stress. You don't have to try hard. You just let the sound play. Maybe you're walking, maybe you're cooking, maybe you're just resting. And the music is in the background, teaching you softly. Your ears start to recognize certain phrases. You hear them again and again, and one day, you know what they mean. You didn't memorize them. You didn't write them down. You just heard them so many times that they became part of you. That's how music works. It teaches slowly, deeply, and naturally. Music also helps with pronunciation. You hear how words connect. You hear where the voice rises and falls. You hear the speed of real English. And little by little, your mouth starts to follow what your ears already know. You can whisper the words. You can sing if you feel comfortable. You don't have to be perfect. The goal is not to perform. The goal is to feel the sound in your body. Also, music gives you emotional connection. Even if you don't understand every word, you can feel if the song is sad, happy, hopeful, peaceful. That feeling connects you to the meaning, and that connection makes learning stronger. You don't need to understand the full lyrics. You don't need to translate. Just enjoy. Let the music repeat. Let it stay in your ears, in your heart, in your memory. Choose songs you like, simple ones, soft ones, songs that make you want to listen again. Because when something feels good, you do it more often. And when you do something often, especially listening, you grow. So let music be part of your day. In the morning, in the evening, in the background of your life. A small song, played many times, can teach you more than you imagine. Rule 8. Review what you already learned. Many people believe they must always learn something new. A new word, a new rule, a new video, a new method, more. But the truth is, you don't grow by learning more. You grow by reviewing what you already know. Your brain needs repetition. It needs time. It needs reminders. When you learn something once, your brain hears it for the first time. But it's still weak. It's like a seed that's just been planted. You can't expect fruit tomorrow. If you want the seed to grow, you must water it. Again and again. Reviewing is watering your learning. It makes the memory stronger. It helps the words stay. It makes the connection deeper. Sometimes we feel bored when we repeat something. We think, I already saw this. But ask yourself, did I really learn it? Can I say it? Can I recognize it without help? Can I use it in a sentence? If not, then reviewing is exactly what you need. You don't have to watch a new video every day. You can go back to one you already liked. Listen again. And notice what feels easier now. That's a beautiful part of learning. The second time is always easier. The third time feels familiar. The fourth time, you feel confident. Reviewing also helps reduce stress. You don't need to understand everything the first time. You can say, I will come back to this. And when you do, your brain will be ready. You can review in many ways. Listen to the same podcast more than once. Repeat a short video every day for a week. Go back to old notes. Say the same sentences again and again. Use the same words in new situations. All of this helps your brain feel safe. It tells your brain, this is important. Let's keep this. So don't rush to learn new things every day. Slow down, look back, return to what you already heard, already saw, already said. Because when you review, you are not going backwards, you are going deeper, and that is where real learning happens. Rule 9. Surround yourself with English every day. Learning English is not only about study time, it's not only about lessons, it's also about your environment. What you see, what you hear, what's around you. If you only hear English for 10 minutes and then forget it for the rest of the day, your brain doesn't have enough contact. It forgets quickly. It disconnects. But if English appears in your daily life, even in small ways, your brain starts to see it as something normal, something that belongs to you. That's why this rule is so important. Surround yourself with English. How do you do that? You don't need to travel. You don't need to move to another country. You just need to invite English into your world. Change the language of your phone to English. Follow social media accounts that post simple phrases in English. Put small sticky notes on objects in your house with the English name. Mirror, door, chair, light. Play English music in the background. Watch videos, even if you don't understand everything. Let English exist around you, even when you're not fully focused. This is passive learning, and it works. Your brain starts to recognize the sounds. Your eyes see the words more often, and your mind begins to say, English is part of my life. This is how you build familiarity, and familiarity builds confidence. The goal is not to understand everything all the time. The goal is to stay close to the language, to make it part of your day, because the more English surrounds you, the easier it becomes to remember, to recognize, to use. It's like learning to swim. You don't need to study the water. You just need to be in it, often, every day, little by little. So think about your day. What can you change to include a little more English? Your phone? Your music? Your favorite content creators? Your notes and reminders? One small change can bring big results, not tomorrow, but over time. So surround yourself with English, gently. Let it be part of your environment. Let it live beside you. Like music, like color, like sunlight. And with time, you won't just be learning English, you'll be living with it. Rule 10. Consistency is the real secret to English. Some people ask, what is the best method to learn English? Should I use apps? Should I watch movies? Should I take classes? But maybe the real question is different. Not how you study, but how often. Because the real secret is not a method. The real secret is consistency. Consistency means doing something again and again. Every day, or almost every day, even if it's small, even if it's just 5 minutes. If you listen to English one day and stop for a week, your brain forgets. It loses the rhythm. It gets cold. But if you listen a little every day, your brain stays active. It stays warm. It keeps learning, quietly. You don't need to study for hours. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to show up again and again. Think of it like water. One drop does nothing, but drops every day can make a hole in a stone. That's how language works. Some days you will feel tired. Some days you won't feel motivated. That's normal. Don't wait to feel ready. Just listen anyway, even for a short time. Because every small moment adds up. Every little effort moves you forward. It's not exciting, it's not magic, but it works. Consistency is what turns learning into a habit. It makes English part of your routine, like brushing your teeth, like eating breakfast. You don't need to think, you just do it. And with time, you start to notice change. You understand more. You feel more confident. You say things you never thought you could say. That didn't happen in one day. It happened because you kept going. So if you remember only one rule from this episode, remember this. Don't stop, even if it's hard, even if you feel slow, even if you make mistakes. Keep going, one day, then another, then another. That's how English becomes part of you. That's how fluency is built. Not fast, but forever. Now you know something important. You don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. In this episode, we shared 10 simple rules. Rules that don't require talent, money, or pressure. Rules that work when you use them every day. One by one. Step by step. Maybe you don't remember all of them right now. That's okay. The most important thing is this. Start with one. Pick one small rule. Repeat it this week. Make it a habit. Then add another. You don't have to do everything at once. Real learning is not about speed. It's about building something strong. You've learned today that listening every day is better than studying once a week. You've learned that enjoying English helps you stay motivated. You've learned that repeating is powerful, and that mistakes are normal. That understanding is more important than translating. That music can be your teacher. That the words you already know still need attention. And that English should be part of your daily life. Not only when you sit down to study, but most of all, you've learned that consistency is everything. Because when you show up again and again, even when you feel tired, even when you feel slow, you are growing. Learning English is not a straight line. Some days will feel better than others. Sometimes you'll feel like you understand more. Other times you'll feel confused. But every time you try, you're planting a seed. And one day, without warning, that seed will grow. You'll hear something and understand. You'll say something and feel proud. You'll realize, I didn't stop. I kept going. And now I'm here. That's why these rules matter, because they help you keep going, calmly, gently, with confidence. So don't worry about knowing everything today. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect time is now, right now. Choose one rule, start small, be consistent, and believe that your brain is learning. Even when it feels slow, even when it feels quiet, the results will come. Not all at once, but little by little. One word, one phrase, one peaceful step at a time. You're doing better than you think. Keep going, and remember, you don't need to be perfect, just present.